A sword of power had been sealed inside this man's body for thousands of years. Legend says whoever possesses it can rule the world. But ever since the sword was pulled from Merlin's body, the entire continent fell into chaos. Every kingdom wanted to claim the power capable of ruling the world. To stop the war from spreading any further, Merlin decided to destroy the sword of power himself. According to legend, only the Fey Fire could completely destroy the blade, but the problem was, it had long fallen into the hands of the Leper King. To obtain the Fey Fire, Merlin willingly entered the Leper King's territory. He even allowed himself to be captured on purpose. Just like that, he was escorted deep beneath the underground palace by the guards, where he finally came face to face with the Leper King. After meeting him, Merlin slowly revealed the crown once worn by the dead queen. The moment the Leper King saw it, his expression instantly changed. Merlin then suggested that the queen deserved to wear the crown once again, so the Leper King personally brought Merlin into the royal treasury. The place was filled with priceless treasures, while at the center burned a green flame, and that was the Fey Fire, capable of destroying the Sword of Power.
Lit by rare Fey Fire, the very flame that forged the Sword of Power.
Moments later, the Leper King personally placed the crown upon the queen. Merlin then quietly hinted that the queen's presence had never truly disappeared. Those words instantly reignited the Leper King's final hope. He immediately asked Merlin whether there was a way to bring the queen back to life, but Merlin never answered directly. Instead, he mysteriously replied that this kind of conversation was better shared over drinks. Soon after, the two sat down together at a banquet, but at the moment they raised their cups, Merlin deliberately spilled wine all over the Leper King. While pretending to wipe the wine away, he secretly stole the key to the seal. By the time the Leper King realized the key was missing, Merlin had already opened the iron gate sealing away the Fey Fire. Meanwhile, Nimue awakened and discovered that the Sword of Power was gone. She searched everywhere until she finally found Arthur. But during Arthur's escape, the sword had already been taken by the Red Paladins. With no other choice, the two joined forces once again, set out to recover the sword. Along the way, they discovered countless Fey people slaughtered by the Red Paladins. Suddenly, Nimue felt something calling to her. Following the strange pull, she eventually recovered the missing Sword of Power from inside a carriage. Soon after, Nimue noticed several Red Paladins bathing in a nearby river. Realizing they were the ones responsible for massacring her people, the mysterious markings on her face began to appear once again. She slowly gripped the Sword of Power.
Help me. Give me your power.
At that moment, revenge was the only thing left in her mind. Before the knights could even react, one of them had already collapsed into a pool of blood. And once again, it seemed the Sword of Power was beginning to influence Nimue. At the critical moment, Arthur quickly killed the remaining knights and pulled Nimue back from the edge of losing control. Staring at the bodies around her, she could hardly believe that she was responsible for all of it. Not long after, Father Cardin arrived at the scene with the Red Paladins. The moment he saw the massacre before him, his face instantly darkened. Soon after, he issued a direct order. No matter the cost, the Wolf Blood Witch, Nimue, must be captured.